Hey, James. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Gary. All right, come on, stupid phone. I got my other phone with me. Hey, Virginia. See where you're in here now. Still, is it buffering on y'all's end? It's buffering on this phone of mine. Of course, I got it linked to my live phone. For some reason, it's wanting to buffer. How is the? Okay, James. Thank you. Yeah, because your comment hadn't even heard it goes. Now I finally can hopefully be able to keep up with the chat even better too. So I gotta start remembering to use this phone because it does make it easier. Virginia saying no, and Leslie says signal's great. I mean, I figured it was, but I mean, I just wanted to make sure because it was going round and round on my other phone here. Hey, Fred and Connie. So how is everybody tonight? James says signal's clear. Hey, Angie. Everybody getting ready for the Super Bowl. Virginia saying hey to Leslie. All right, you sit right there because I'm going to put you on camera here in a minute. James is saying hey to Fred. Hey, Dave C. Perkins. Saying hello, Jeff and Tootsie. Virginia saying hey to Fred and Connie. And Leslie saying hey to Virginia. Josh is, hey, JT, Josh. He's saying hey, all. Virginia saying hey to Angie. Hey, Virginia, did you cook anything good tonight? I hadn't seen any pictures lately, so I didn't know if you'd cooked any extravagant meals. Did I say that right? let me just change, quit trying to use big words and say world famous meals. James is telling everybody hello that's in here. Fred saying hey to everybody. Angie saying hey to Virginia. Yeah, y'all come in, say hey to each other. Of course, I know that's the norm, and that's totally fine with me. Leslie saying hey to Fred. Well, Fred's got a good one in 2 weeks because he's going to take next week off because it's Valentine's Day on the day that he normally goes live. So I think he hadn't said, and I know he won't care if I say this because everybody would think it anyway, but he's probably got some kind of nice little surprise for Connie for next Wednesday. Don't know that for sure, but I'm sure a few of us are guessing that because it was said on his live show last night that he had something up his sleeve to surprise Connie with. But he didn't respond to it, so we don't know. I'm good, Leslie. I got the kitchen cleaned up, got the phone charged up, so everything's good. I'll let everybody else get in here, and then we'll jaw about Tootsie here in a little bit. Virginia says honey bun cake and lemon pecan bread today. Also pork chops. Well, there you go. That's a world famous meal. Hey, Peyton. He's saying hey to everybody. Virginia saying hey to James. Josh JT is saying where we at? We're in Lenore, up here at the normal little honey hole. I'm still home. I was at my buddy's house. He's got like a cabin in the woods that's a little ways away from here. I mean, it's not that bad of a drive. I mean, it's not that far at all, really. But he's in the woods. That's where I was at Tuesday night. And he wanted me to stay there and hang out with him. You know, because that was David. That's the one that lost his wife here a couple months ago, and me and him's been hanging out quite a bit here, you know, lately. Because he still has some hard days, and I can understand that. But it's getting better for him. He got some dang good news today, but I won't tell what that is, because that's his business. But he did get some good news today that put him in a pretty good mood, and I can understand why, because it was good news. But like I said, that's his business, so I'm not going to get into the details. Let's see. Virginia says he says yes when I asked. He said yes when I asked Jeff. And James says, "You going to Dario?" No, probably not. Probably not, James. I've got a drink with me. I actually stopped and got a drink because I'm out of drinks at home, so I gotta go grocery store between now and tomorrow. And I actually had lottery tickets I had to turn in that I won over Christmas, and I just now collected them. It's $12 worth, so it wasn't no extravagant amount or anything like that, but it's $12, and hey, $12 is $12. Paid for my drink and still got money. James is saying hey to Virginia. David says, I unloaded the wrong video a while ago and titled it Mount Mitchell, but it was Grandfather Mountain. Okay. Yeah, I saw where you put up something about Mount Mitchell, but I hadn't got to watch it yet. Fred saying hey to David and Josh. And Virginia saying hey to David. James says, Jeff, Jeff, you're a good friend to him. I mean, I try to be. We've been friends for a long, long time. Long time. David says, hey to Fred and Connie. Great, good show last night. And Virginia said, Fred said yes last night when I asked him if he has. Okay, I missed that then, Virginia. Because I was watching him and watching y'all's chat and Price is Right all at the same time. I knew it was mentioned, but I didn't hear him say. James says, hey David, yeah, I just watched your video when this live popped up. And Josh is saying hey to Fred. David saying hey to Virginia. And thank you to James. And Fred's thanking David. Virginia, she says, you were busy being ornery. Well, I don't know about ornery, Virginia, but I was being a little, we'll change the word ornery to dirty. You know, I was being dirty-minded, but in the cleanest way possible. And then Fred says, yes, correct, Virginia. And I don't know if he's answering about the surprise or if he's saying yes to me being ornery. Undoubtedly, it was a battle between me and Blaine of who was the worst. I said, I'll take one for the team. It's me. I'm the worst. David says that video tonight was really Grandfather Mountain. Oh yeah, I mean I can understand and knew what she's meaning. You just mistitled it. It's been a long time since I've been to Grandfather Mountain though. I guess it's been 5 or 6 years since I've been to Mount Mitchell. And Lord, I can't tell you when the last time. I was young when I went to Grandfather Mountain, and I just never have made it back to it. There was one time that I, wanted to go and went, but they were closed. I was like, well, son of a gun. So I turned around at the gate. But now that's been a while back, and I can't even remember when, but I remember doing that. Let's see, no, I'm called up. Nobody else is. Let me make sure my other phone ain't. Yeah, I'm called up at the moment. Now, I know, I don't know if Teresa Jackson will be on here or not, but I know Dennis is at the fire department tonight. So if he pops in, it's going to be later on. And it just depends on how long I stay live tonight, I guess. I mean, I don't know if I'll go to 9:30 or not, but I'll be on for a little while. Battery's good and charged up, so shouldn't have any issues as far as that part goes. At least I hope not. I see James has put is that the link to David's video, James? Is that what that is? It doesn't tell me. I mean, I see the link, but it doesn't say whose link. Battery better be charged up, Leslie says. It is. It was at 100%. I looked before I went live. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's David's video. So James just put the link to David's video. And Josh is laughing. Hey, Josh, you still in town? Yeah, I'm actually going to Judy's in the morning. I didn't know if you're still in town. I'm going to Judy's in the morning. Virginia says, Leslie, where's Larry tonight? He might just be getting home, Virginia. He usually gets home about the same time I go live, and he has to get settled in. I'm just guessing. He might not have to work tonight. I don't know. Josh says, no, it was just for yesterday. Well, dadgummit. Well, I hate I missed you. Next time you're in town, I think you got my number, Josh. So next time you're in town, give me a heads up or something. I mean, I wouldn't mind at all. I mean, I like going to Judy's. I just been cooking at home a lot here lately. But I am going to go tomorrow. Me and David's going. We jawed about it earlier today while I was with him earlier. Leslie says he just now got home, so he did have to work. David says, I went from 52 subscribers down to 45, but that still ain't bad, like one of my subscribers. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you might still be able to go live, David. I don't know. Since you got over the 50 mark, I don't know if you have to hold over the 50 mark or not. That's what I don't know for sure. Fred would know. But I know you hadn't tried going live yet though either, but you've been putting up a lot of videos. Yeah, Judy. That's right, Gary. Judy. Josh said was working at Vesco Toyota in Hickory. Okay. And yeah, David meant to say like every one of my subscribers. Right. I figured that's what you was meaning, David. Josh says Judy's is good. It is. And it's the cheapest. It's the cheapest around here. I mean, and that's no lie. That's definitely no lie. I mean, the lady that owns it and runs it, she don't own the building, but she owns the business and runs it. She's the cheapest, and I mean, and I tell her that because I've ate at all these other mom and pop places. Virginia says she can't believe she's up to 31. Well, Virginia, I can believe it because you got all of us in here that will go and subscribe to your channel even though you don't have nothing. You'll have the subscribers. Heck, all of us in here will have some amount of subscribers just because they like you. Everybody likes each other in here, and they'll click on your name there and subscribe whether you got material or not. Josh says, I don't think I got your number, but I can. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, hit me up on Facebook. I knew we'd talked. I couldn't remember if it was through text or what. But yeah, hit me up on Facebook Messenger. That's no problem at all. Let's see, make sure I hadn't missed anything yet. James says, well, get David some extra subs tonight. We'll get David extra subs tonight. And I mean, it'll go up and down. Mine went down. I think I'm back down below 400, but I mean, heck, I don't care. It don't bother me though. But it will go up and down though. That's a given. I mean, I held steady there for a little while, but I noticed mine was back down the other day. Now, I hadn't checked today, but I know I had lost 4 or 5 or something like that as far as from my peak number. But like I said, though, you know, stuff like that don't bother me, though, because as long as I can chat with you guys and be able to go live and where we can all have fun, that's what counts. Fred saying, hey to Gary. Josh says, I just subscribed to you, David. So there you go. You gained another one back, David. Virginia saying, hey to Gary. Gary saying, hey to Fred and Connie. Josh says, is that the tall girl that owns the place? If you're talking about the young tall one, that's the daughter. But if she's the older one, and she's the one usually doing the cooking, that's her name's Angie, and that's who runs it. Now, you know, I'm not going to get into the story of why it's not called Angie's Cafe, because that's a long story. But yeah, her name's Angie. Let's see. Gary saying hey to Virginia. Leslie says, I mean, I don't know about everybody in here. I'm kidding. Leslie, you're crazy. Leslie's getting the ball rolling there where we're going to start trying to have some laughs. Fred says, not sure on the go live requirement. Well, I mean, I know you got to be at 50, or you got to have at least 50, and then you're able to go live. I do know that. Now, whether or not, because he hit 50, a couple weeks ago, David, but now you're saying you're back down to 45 or whatever it was, you know, you might still be able to, because it does fluctuate. Josh says, I got another job coming up at Intech in Hickory soon, or Lynch Tech in Hickory soon. Okay. Yeah, just give me a heads up. You know, make sure I'm going to be in town or around. And heck yeah, we'll go out to Judy's and have us a dang good breakfast. James said, 405, that's what I'm at. It's 405. Well, then I'm back. That's my high mark. 405 is the most I've ever had. I know it was down. I think I saw 399 a few days ago. Hey Larry, wait, is this Tuesday? No, don't panic, Larry. You don't have that many more days to work. It's Thursday. It's Thursday, so you're gonna have you a few days off. Virginia says, hey Larry, and David says, thank you very much. And Larry says, Virginia, I have not got one picture texted to us of one thing you've cooked. Uh-oh, Virginia. Larry's going to put you in the doghouse, Virginia. I know you got Leslie's number, so you better send Leslie the pictures, but then tell her to show them to Larry. David says, yes, but 2 weeks ago I went live the next day and only had 47, then it wouldn't let me go. Okay, so you got to be at 50 and stay above 50 to be able to do it. I didn't see that live though, David. How did I not catch that? I didn't even see a notification. I need to check, because I know I'm subscribed to you, because I'm getting I saw all your videos today. I knew about the Mount Mitchell thing, but didn't realize though that it was grandfather till you said something tonight. Just because I hadn't watched it yet. But like yesterday, I saw the one you put, or Tuesday, I saw the one that you put on Tuesday, because we talked about it on the live show. So dang, we'll try to get you back above 50 and where you can stay at it. Fred says, after you reach 50, you will get the live access. If it drops below during the wait time, it may take longer, but it will still happen as long as you reach 50 initially. So there you go, David. So maybe you can try it again here in the next day or so if you want to. James says we will get him over 50 tonight. Yeah, we'll try. I think most everybody in here, though, subscribe to him. Because, I mean, that would be about right as far as where he's at right now. So if I get any new people in here, I'll try to add them to his subscription. Virginia says, I don't like to bore people, Larry. Yeah, I know. She told me the same thing, Larry, so don't feel bad. She's afraid she's aggravating me and boring me, sending me the meals that she cooked. And I told her, heck no. Send all the pictures you want. Doesn't bother me one bit. Because I'm going to tell you what, that stuff that she cooks, it looks good. Fred and Connie saying, hey to Larry. Larry says, never, Virginia. I'm fat and love pics of food. So there you go. So he took the words right out of my mouth. Larry saying, hey to Fred. Fred and Connie saying, they say it can take a while when it drops off. Okay. And David says, YouTube would not let me go live. All right. Hey, Dry Creek. How's Robin and East tonight? I know y'all got a big surprise coming up. I saw on Facebook there where y'all got a big surprise coming up next week. Don't know what it is, but looks like it's going to be a good one. Looking forward to seeing what it is. Josh is JT saying hey to Robin Denise, and James is saying hey to Robin Denise, and David's saying hey to Robin Denise. Fred saying hey to Robin Denise. But yeah, we'll try to get you back to at least 50, if not more, David. That way, if you want to be able to go live again. Robin Denise is saying hey to JT, or Josh at JT Adventures. That's a good cold drink. Robin Denise saying hey to James, and it's both of them. All right, James says David is now at 47. So there you go, David. Yeah, so you need 3 more. We'll try to get 3 more for you tonight. Leslie says, I've been using Tobacco Fields beard oil from Dry Creek on my shaved legs, and I'm telling you the truth, it's great. There you go. I didn't even think about that. So that stuff works for women too, as far as shaving their legs. Of course, I'm not a woman, so that's why I didn't think about it. But that's awesome, though. That way they're covering, Robin Denise is covering both men and women as far as on their products and stuff. But I'm curious to see what they're, because I saw it on Facebook where they've got some kind of surprise thing happening next week. Dry Creek saying hey to Angie and Fred and Connie. Leslie says, and it works on my beard. Well, Leslie, we all know that you don't have a beard. Works on Larry's beard, but not yours. Larry says, I used it too when I shaved my legs. Larry. Well, these men that do shave their legs, but this fat boy here is not going to shave his legs. Not me. Not me. I am not shaving my legs. I will shave everything else, but not my legs. No. Robin Denise says, yes, it is, Leslie. Thanks for the plug. So there you go. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know how I didn't already know that they had products to where women could use them to shave their legs with and stuff. I mean, it makes sense, though. Dry Creek says, awesome, Larry. Laughing out loud. And then Dry Creek says, Lord Leslie. Then Leslie's laughing, and Dry Creek goes, Fred Connie says, check again, David. And Larry says, I just got a mental picture I didn't want. Sorry, Larry. Well, and I ought to clarify too, I don't shave my underarms. I know some people do that too. I won't do that. The legs and armpits are off limits. Everything else, though, I guess is up for fair game. You know, you gotta look good and stay trimmed, and you know, and everything. Some of them like it just as smooth as silk, you know. So, but anyhow, I'll get off that subject. I don't want to piss off Virginia. James says David's at 51. And then, hey, Missy, hey, Jeff, I'm here, but I'll be in and out. Hey, that's fine, Missy. That's no problem. No problem at all. Dry Creek says our base is nourishing and it's good for everyone. There you go. Hey, Ed. Hey, Bay. David C. Perkins, you should have another subscriber on now. And Fred says, does that mean you are a swimmer, Larry? Because he's asking about his shaved legs. Fred Connie saying, hey to Missy. Dave says, got 51, thanks for, there you go. So you're back above 50 now, David. JT Josh says, hey to Missy. Larry says, stop. And Dry Creek says, hey to Missy. And James says, you know they say if you shave it and it makes it look bigger. Lord have mercy. Virginia says, hey Rob and Denise, how are y'all? And Virginia saying hey to Missy. Missy saying hey to Fred and Connie. And Virginia's saying hey to Ed. Fred says subscribe from our other channels that we don't use. Okay. So there you go. You picked up some extra ones where Fred and Connie's got more than one YouTube channel, but they don't use them. But he can still use them to subscribe to people. Dry Creek saying hey to Virginia. Sorry I missed you when saying hi. And oh, Virginia will forgive you in a split second, Rob and Denise, because she knows y'all love her. Hey Jimmy. Hey buddy. What's up, Jeff and Tootsie buddy? Just got out of the shower. Hey. Nothing wrong with that, Jimmy. James says, Jeff, I'm talking about the chin. Sure you was, James. Ed saying hey to Virginia. Angie saying hey to Misty. Fred saying hey to Ed. David says, thank you again, Fred and Connie. And Missy saying hey to Josh at JT Adventures. And I'm caught up. Well, no, Angie's saying hey to Jimmy. So while I got the majority of y'all in here, and like I say, I know Dennis is at a fire department meeting, and I can tell him later tonight, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell all of y'all. Let me get some lights on in here. Come here, Toots, because they're gonna want to see you. Gonna flip the camera around. Oh, hit it too many times. I got hair. Lord have mercy. I'm still holding on, but it won't be long, buddy, and it's gonna come off like this. Let's see, everybody's saying hey right now. Dry Creek says the new grandpup was over and we just now got supper fixed and eating. That's why we are behind here and there. Well, I can understand that, Rob and Denise. Ed says hey to Fred and Connie. Hey Ginger Grant, hey, thanks for coming in. David, I subscribed. This is my Hussey's nickname, I guess is what he's meaning, or saying Hussey's Nick. Missy says, Dry Creek, I've missed seeing y'all. Talking to Rob and Denise. David says thank you. James says the star. Yeah, I'm getting her up here. Jimmy saying hey to Angie Sue. Hey Tina. Saying hello, Jeff and Tootsie and everyone. Robin Denise says, "Ah, Missy, you're sweet." And Jimmy saying hey to Robin Denise. And Robin Denise is saying hey to Jimmy and Tana. And Tana saying hey to Missy. And Missy saying hey to Virginia. All right, let me get the star up here. So anyhow, some of y'all already know that today, from Tuesday's night's live, I'm gonna sit her right here where you can see her. There you go. Look right there. Here, I'll cut the heat off. It is getting a little warm in here. I'll roll this window down. She had her yearly physical, yearly checkup, whatever you want to call it, today, this morning. And so that just give me a better reason to go live again tonight, since Tuesday nights was cut short on account of my, brain fart and fiasco. She got a good clean bill of health today. So yay for Tootsie. And she just actually had her a treat. Now, I might still go get her a pup cup here in a little bit because she was good today. Yes, she's gonna look out the window now. Everybody wants to see you, not you look out the window. Everybody wants to. There you go, right there. Everybody wants to see you because you got a good clean bill of health today. But boy, did it cost. Because she was due for every shot and every exam except for the rabies. So $326 later, we come out of the office and she's good and healthy. So that's all right though. So don't matter what the cost is, as long as you're good and healthy and I'm doing the best I can for you, so that way who doesn't come back and haunt me. I'll spend every last penny I've got on you versus myself, if it ever comes to that. So, but yeah, she's good to go. She's I gotta keep an eye on her teeth. She's just to make sure that she doesn't get like any cavities, or it wasn't cavities, but yeah, I know the tartar. I gotta watch for tartar build up. So I've been giving her those bones to where it's supposed to help clean her teeth. So I got to keep an eye on that. But I mean, it wasn't nothing major though. They told me, like I said, everything looked good. She's done good today. She hadn't acted different or anything like that. Which one of the shots that she did get today, they have to give her a Benadryl shot first and wait like 10 minutes because she's allergic to, I won't say narthopathy, but that's not the right words. But it starts with the N. Whatever that darn drug was that she gets, it starts with the N. And that's the one that she's allergic to. And they have to do the Benadryl shot first. So then that way it don't aggravate her. So anyhow, but yeah, Tootsie got a good clean bill of health. I see where a few new ones has come in. So that's what we were jawing about here. But she's good to go. You're good to go, at least for a year now. I will still have to get, here in the next couple months, I'll have to get some more flea and tick and her heartworm medicine. I'll have to get some more of that, but I've still got, I think, 2 months worth before I got to get it. But I'll probably go ahead and stock back up next month. I dang sure didn't want to add that to today's bill, or it would have been high. But you're worth it though. You're worth it. I guess you are. No, you are. You're worth it. All right, I'm behind on chat, so let me get caught back up with chat. I'll flip the camera back around and then, oh yeah, well, just show, yeah, y'all can't see it. Anyhow, behind me here, and don't make fun of me. That's my leaf blower. I'll hold it there for a minute where y'all can see it. That's what I did today. I went and helped my buddy David finish blowing leaves out of his yard. Because he told me he was going to do, he didn't know I was going to help him. So I surprised him. I showed up with mine, and so that's what I did today, help blow his leaves. But that darn leaf blower, it's nothing fancy. It come from the pawn shop. you know, here, local pawn shop here. And I've had that leaf blower, I know over, I want to say about 15 years. I know it's well over 10. And it's still a kicking. Still runs just fine. And like I said, I got it from pawn shop. So it's been a good one, knock on wood. So I did a little bit of work today. All right, let me get caught up with you guys. I'll flip where y'all can watch the traffic. And then we might go for a ride here in a few minutes. All right, you can hop back over there. I gotta get caught up on all the comments here. Let's see. Where did I leave off at? Okay, everybody was saying hey to Tana. And Missy says, yay for Tootsie. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta go back even. I gotta go back. Let's see. Okay, right there's where Dry Creek was saying, Missy, you're sweet. Alright. So everybody's saying hey. Everybody, Josh says, anyone see Frog King's new video? It was great. Now I hadn't. I don't know if I'm subscribed to him or not, to be honest with you, Josh, JT Adventures. But I'll look for it. And then everybody's saying hey to everybody. Larry says, I'm sorry, I'm back. I've been staring at some pics and drooling over a honey bun cake. Uh-oh. So Larry got it. Larry got his pictures. And then Dry Creek says, yes, at Josh, to JT Adventures. Y'all have to go check that out then. I'll have to look it up and check it out. Missy saying, hey. Tana saying, hey. Ed saying, hey. Everybody's saying, hey. Leslie says, our cutie little foul mouth Tootsie. Tootsie, you got a foul mouth. Are you being a naughty girl? Dry Creek, Robin Lee says, the new grandpup just came from the vet for more shots too. Oh yeah, I know it. Isn't it crazy how expensive our little fur balls are? It's crazy. But it's worth it. Let's see, everybody's saying hey. Missy says yay for Tootsie. And everybody's saying hey to Tootsie. Larry says they need health insurance for dogs. Oh, you can get, Larry, you can get it. You can get health insurance for dogs. But you want to, heck, I'll flip the camera around. I looked into that last year or the year before. And I guess it was when Tootsie, I guess it was last year when she was having that eye trouble and stuff. But I think it was before that though. Because me and my neighbor were talking about they've got a cat or whatever. But I looked at getting insurance for Tootsie. It was not cheap. And to be honest with you, it wasn't worth it in my eyes, because I thought if I don't ever have to use it, then I'm going to spend more money on the insurance than I will even if she has to have something major done. So I don't know. So like I said, I've just been fortunate that other than her eye, I had never had anything else go on with her to where it's, you know, cost me out the wazoo. So anyhow, that's what I was going to tell you right quick later. But they do have pet insurance. You can get it. But the ones that I looked at, though, it wasn't cheap. Let's see. Let me just jump. Let's see. All right, everybody's saying hey. Hey, Pam. PB Pam. Hey, thanks for coming in. And then she says, look at that sweet Tootsie. And then everybody's saying, hey, Virginia says, Larry, they do have health insurance. There he goes to Virginia had already answered him before I saw the comment. And I appreciate that too, Virginia. Yeah, anytime somebody wants to answer something, go ahead. Because I get behind. I get to running off at the mouth. Everybody's saying, hey. Larry says, apparently they do, Virginia. Leslie was just telling me about it. And everybody's saying hey to everybody. Josh says they do have it for dogs, but it's expensive. David says, so you're the very good dog. Or see, you're the very good dog. And everybody's saying hey right now. Hey, Geo Mad Cat. Took my cocker pupper to the vet today for her rabies shot. Good for 3 years now. Yeah, Tootsie got hers last year, I think. So she's good for a couple more years. That was the only shot that she didn't have to have today. Everything else she had to have because it's yearly shots. But then there were exams also, and some of them exams, all of them were due. So everything was pretty much, except for the rabies, everything was due this time. So that's why the bill was so much. David says she's a very good dog. And everybody's saying, hey, right now, Josh says, pawn shop is a good place to buy good tools. I bought lots of good stuff. Yeah, you're right, Josh. That's where my TVs come from. And I haven't had a lick of problem. I mean, why go pay $200, $300, $400, $500, $700 for a TV when I can go get the same exact thing? Yeah, it's used, but if it looks new and works just fine, and get it for, I got a 50, I think mine's a 50 inch, and when I bought it at $125. And back when the 50 inches came out, they were going for $300 and $400. And I mean, and it's still working. That's what I watch. When I'm at home. Geo Mac saying, hey. Larry says, Josh, I found out there's such a thing called Leslie just told me she was checking into it for our cat. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get it for dogs and cats also. Because my neighbor's got the cat, and that's how I found out too. And I got to looking it up, and I actually had an estimate, and it was, if I remember right, it was like, it's either $50-some a month or $150-some a month. I can't remember which, but it wasn't cheap. Just to have it. Dry Creek says, we're in Indiana right now, Pam, heading back down next week after doctor appointment. Cool. Hey, then next week we got to keep our eyes peeled, because if Robin and Niece go live on the way to Pigeon Forge next week, that'll give us a live show to watch and chat on and stuff. So I have to keep my eyes peeled for that. And that's if they do. I don't know. That'll be up to them. Missy's saying, thanks, Robin Denise. And Virginia's wanting to know how you, Robin and Denise, are doing. And Josh has put up a link. And that's probably to the pet insurance, maybe. Laser says, Macy says, hi, Jeff. She ran in here for a few seconds. Hey, Macy. How's Macy doing? How's Caroline and Jackson doing also? Josh says, here's the video, Jeff. And Fred says, we had it. And Tana's saying, hey to Missy. Pam's saying, hey to Fred and Connie. Hey, Natalie. She's saying, howdy, good folks. How's Natalie been? I hadn't seen you in a few days or so, Natalie. Hope everything's good for you. Or going good for you. Ed says, Jeff, do you know what the difference between a refrigerator and a gay man? The refrigerator don't fart when you pull the meat out. Uh-oh. Who's locking it down and where? I didn't see it, but I heard it. Somebody was locking the brakes down, but I didn't see who or where. I was looking down at the phone. Larry says, this cat of ours is going to need to pay its own copay. Missy says, there's Natalie. And PB Pam saying, hey to Natalie. Leslie says, the plans I looked at were around $18 a month. For now they're honking. Now they're honking, whoever it is. At least y'all are getting to see the action, and I'm missing it. Let's see. Leslie says $18 a month for pet insurance with a $250 to $500 deductible every year. I didn't think it was that bad. And see, and I could have pulled up one that had like a small deductible or no deductible, and that might be why it was a higher price for me or something. And it had to do with her age, because you had to put her age in, and like I said, she was I guess 7 at the time. I know that affects it too. Natalie saying hey, Missy saying hey to Pam, sorry I missed you. And Pam saying, hey Missy, no worries, I'm still trying to see if I missed anyone. And then Donna's going gross Ed on that joke. And Pam saying hey to Virginia, Missy saying hey to Leslie and Larry, and Fred saying hey to Natalie, Larry saying hey to Missy, everybody saying hey to everybody. I'm gonna get caught up. And then Larry says, hey my buddies Dry Creek, waving at them. Leslie says, my phone is used to typing my cat's name, and it's Mitzi. And hey, have they done the? I didn't see today, Leslie. Have they finished the polls yet? The voting? Because I've been voting for Mitzi, but I knew the last I had seen she was in 6th place, which is awesome. Because I mean, they were, Lord knows how many entered in it. And Larry and Leslie's cat was up to 6th place there at one time. I mean, could even be higher than that now. Natalie says, well, hello, Virginia. And Virginia says, you can get new TVs that's cheap now. And Natalie saying hey to Tana. Pam saying, I paid more for my 50-inch TV than my big 65. And that I'll watch all you lovely people. So you got a 65-inch now, Pam. Holy moly. Oh, and right quick, hey, Pam, believe it or not, and Fred, if you're in here still, I went all day yesterday and did not get on the VR. Not one single second. I went all day yesterday. And I went the majority today without being on it. I didn't get on it till after 4 o'clock today. And was only on it for 20 minutes or maybe a little bit more, because I played 2 rounds of Action Land, which is 10 minutes apiece. So I was only on it for just right over 20 minutes. And that's all I've been on the last 2 days. Tana says, hope you two are doing well, Rob and Denise. And Leslie says, Macy and the kids are good. Hey, AR. Hey, thanks for coming in. Rob and Denise says, they think I had. Didn't test since treat the same. Was rough 2 to 3 weeks, to be honest, and I was scared Rob was going to get it, but I really tried to watch. Thank goodness he didn't. Talking to Virginia. Well, that sounds like awesome news, Denise. And they are saying hey to everybody. Natalie says, I'm doing well, Jeff. Thanks for asking. Hope you and Tootsie are doing well. Yeah, Tootsie got a good report today. She went for her yearly physical checkup, and everything was good. She got a good, clean bill of health. I don't think you were in here when I was telling that. And then Robin and Denise says, we're hanging in there, Tana. And then David says, I believe you can get Tootsie on Obamacare. Yeah, well, I'll just ride the wave and just not worry about pet insurance at the moment, to be honest with you, because if I can keep her healthy, then, you know, if something was to happen down the road, I'll handle it then. Tana sending love to Rob and Denise. Pam says, I'm sure how I lost you, Rob and Denise, but I subscribed again. I think she's meaning I'm not sure how I lost you. But she said, who's yelling? Oh, it's the crowd behind me, I guess. The crowd behind me's back. Yeah, it's the Wild Bunch behind me. Leslie says they haven't stopped them just yet. And Dry Creek says, that's weird, Pam. Who knows with YouTube? Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth, because David was just talking about how he is above 50 and then dropped below 50. But now he's back above 50. But that's help from us, though, tonight. Pam saying, hey, Pam Hyatt. And Tana saying hey to Pam Hyatt. Virginia says, oh no, Denise, hope you are well now. I'm glad Rob was negative. I'm thinking of you too often. So Virginia's sending love and prayers and thinking of y'all often. And Dry Creek says, you've not missed anything though, PB Pam. And Dry Creek says, we do too, Virginia. And Pam Hyatt saying hey to Tana. Fred says, we have to get back on together again. And I know it. I look when I was in there this afternoon after 4 o'clock. I looked for you, but you wasn't on then at the same time. And I know we've been missing each other on the VR. But that's all right though. We'll end up crossing paths at the same time. I've had other stuff I've been doing and helping out with, and that's why I hadn't been on the VR as much lately. I mean, I hadn't even been playing it late at night. That's what's crazy. Virginia says, I got 55-inch for less than $200 2 years ago, and it's great. There you go. I got my 50-inch that I got. I guess it's been about 4 or 5 years now that I've had that TV. It's been at least 4. Hey Amanda, sorry to disappoint everyone. I'm here. You're not disappointing, Amanda. just don't go crazy talking on us. Rob Denise says it wouldn't let me type the word for some reason. That's YouTube for you, Denise. PB Pam says, I know I go into YouTube a lot and try to hit notifications and it never notifies me, so I unsubscribe and subscribe again, but apparently that isn't working because I'm finding I'm losing people. Well, that's a heck of a note. I mean, YouTube needs to get their act together. If people subscribe to people, they subscribe to them for a reason. Tana says, glad to hear that Tootsie got a good report, Jeff. Yeah, thank you, Tana. Virginia says, Denise, have you seen the pic that's out of me dressed as Miss Santa at Christmas? And then they said no. And Larry says, my chat is working right. Anyone else? And oh, the last joker ever. Hey, thanks for coming in. He's saying hello to all. I know him from the Childress Adventures live shows. The last joker ever. And PB Pam says, yep, I see you, Larry. Yeah, I mean, I see Larry's on my phone here. I see Larry's too. But I think he's talking about on his end. I think he's saying the chat on his end isn't working right. And Ed's saying hey to Pam. Virginia says, not on this channel, but it's out there. But it's out there. Virginia. And then Nellie says, my chat's good. And PB Pam saying hey to Ed. Robin Denise says, it wouldn't let me post a bit ago, Larry. Huh. Well, I wonder why YouTube's... Well, you know, they here a week or two ago, they've updated, like when you go live, you got your 3 little symbols are over here on the right-hand corner. So next time y'all go live, Rob and Denise, well, I know y'all don't have the iPhones anymore, so I'm not sure about the Androids, but YouTube has got the 3 little symbols over here on the right-hand side of your screen. So, next time y'all go live, see if you can remember and see if y'all's changed, because mine changed. And then the chat, messed up last week, but luckily I had my other phone. But now, this week, though, it's been fine, both nights. Amanda saying hey to hey, there's the Childress Adventures. Saying hey, how are y'all doing tonight? Hey, thanks for coming in, Chelsea. And Rob might be with you too. And then Ed saying hey to Amanda. Amanda saying hey to Ed. Larry's saying stupid YouTube to Rob and Denise. Yeah, I agree with you, Larry. And PB Pam says, I didn't have time this week to play on VR, hopefully over the weekend. Barbie, yeah, I remember, I've been looking for yours, PB Pam, and I'll try to search it again tonight if I get on, which I'm supposed to get on because I got asked through Messenger by one of my other friends. They're not in here right now, but I'm supposed to be on later on tonight. And Amanda says, I'm not on NyQuil, I'm on antibiotics for UTI, so I might be half sense. Well, bless your heart. UTI's no fun, so I mean, prayers that the antibiotics work for you and get you better, because I know that that's no fun, especially for women, from what I've heard through the grapevine. Leslie says he meant it isn't working right. Yeah, I knew that's what he was meaning, Leslie. The chat keeps stopping and we're having to refresh to get the comments. And Fred saying, hey to Amanda. PB Pam saying, no, Jeff, I don't think it's YouTube that's causing me to lose people. It's me, because I must not hit subscribe again. Okay. And Amanda saying, hey to Fred. Wait a minute, I don't want to put nobody on timeout. Leslie says it's doing it on both our phones. Holy moly. And Fred says, same here, Leslie. And Robin Denise says, I hate this. Well, I wonder if it's just the Androids then. If they're messing with the Androids, because I know Leslie's on Android and Robin Denise is on Android now. Fred, are you on Android or are you iPhone? I think you're Android too. You know, was messing with the iPhones, you know, here a while back. Amanda says, I got home from Walgreens an hour ago. Well, I hope you get to feeling better, Amanda. I really do. Leslie says, glad it's not just us, Fred. And James says, yeah, I lost the chat for a minute there. And Ed's saying, hey to Chelsea. And Chelsea says, we are great. How are you this evening? We are here in Pigeon Forge shopping at Food City. There you go. Yeah, I'm at home still. I'm still in North Carolina. Fred's saying, hey to Childress Adventures. Virginia says, I have an Android. David says, everything good here on my TV and Apple. And Fred says, Android, there was an update yesterday. And Amanda's saying hello. And Chelsea's saying to Amanda, feel better soon. And Angie says, me too, Virginia. And Missy says, Android here also. And Virginia says, my phone updated today. And Robin Denise says, I'm going to switch back one day. Joshua yells at me when I say that. I yell back. Amanda says, thanks, Jeff and Adventures. Oh, you're welcome, Amanda. I mean, UTIs, I know from what I've heard, they're painful and they're no fun. Larry says, I have an Android and a hemorrhoid. Which reminds me, if you know the movie, do you have asteroids? No, but my dad does. Some days he just can't sit on the toilet. I had to throw that in there after what Larry commented. Missy says to Amanda, hope you stock up on NyQuil and fluids. And Chelsea says, we were just up in Cherokee last night. We ate dinner at the Waffle House. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I'm still a little ways from Cherokee. I'm like 2.5 hours from Cherokee. I can get to Pigeon Forge in about the same amount of time. Well, no, I can get to Cherokee quicker than I can Pigeon Forge, but not by much. And Amanda says she stocked up, talking to Missy. And Dry Creek's laughing at Larry. And Missy says, oh, UTI. Amanda, sorry, I missed some of the conversation. Yeah, Amanda says she got a UTI right now, so she's, not feeling the best. James says, National Lampoon's Vacation. There you go. James knew it. And I know Leslie knew what I was quoting too. Fred says, sounds like a pain in the ass. You're right. You're right, Fred. And Missy says, my bad, Amanda. I apologize. She knows that we all kid around and have fun. And Virginia's saying sorry, Amanda. Yeah, because I've been told them UTIs are harder on women than they are men. And Leslie says, yes. She knew what movie I was quoting. Amanda says, it's okay, Missy, but I don't know what you're apologizing for. Well, she's saying sorry, I think, of you having to go through that. I think is what she's meaning, Amanda. That's probably what she's really meaning. She just, it's a roundabout way of sending prayers. And I'm caught up on the chat at the moment. And Amanda's thanking Virginia. Ain't no live action going on around me now. I mean, there's people behind me, but they're not causing any ruckus or anything. Uh-oh. Hey, Amanda. Hey, look, Amanda. Here it goes. You're in time. There, it just went by. He don't even have no lights on. Like his headlight, there's his brake lights come on when he hits his brakes, but then watch when he turns down there. I don't know if I can zoom in quick enough. I don't think he's got any headlights on. Bless his heart. PB Pam says, how far is Myrtle Beach from Pigeon Forge? It is, I know, 6.5 hours. I'm not sure mileage wise, but I know it's time wise, it's 6.5 hours. Amanda says, thanks, Missy. And Natalie says, yes, women can also get infections from antibiotics. And then Leslie was hearing the sirens. And then Dry Creek goes, Popo. That's right, Dry Creek. Never fails. I like going live with you, all y'all. I do. I enjoy it. Y'all keep it entertaining. Y'all keep it fun. And we hadn't got into the good stuff yet. I'm about to get into it, but we hadn't got it. Well, speak of the devil, or not speak of the devil, but speak of the devil as far as what I was getting ready to bring up. But James has kind of sort of brought it up. He says, was that the Popo, Jeff? Are they out looking for cars parked on the side of the road with for sale signs like Pigeon Forge is? Well, don't jump the gun on me, James. I'm a getting to that. David says, I always look forward to the live shows. Missy says, I don't know if anyone said, but cran apple juice or right. When I had my kidney stones, they told me to drink that Ocean Spray cranberry juice, and I will have a glass or two of that every now and again. So you're right, Missy, because it works for me too. And PB Pam says, go James, go. And Dry Creek says, how crazy is that, James? Yeah, I know it. Hey, Rob Denise, just sit tight, buckle up, sit tight. we're gonna go for a little chat here in just a little bit. Leslie says, that's such a strange law. Lordy. Hey, John Esper. Hey, buddy. Good evening to everybody in chat from you know where. That's right, Columbus, Ohio. PB Pam says, I did watch Smoky Mountain Family's video, and I'm sure it's making a lot of people upset. It didn't make me upset. If you read the comments in that video, that's where you'll get upset. He done a hell of a video. His video's fine. His video's spot on. I can't speak for y'all, but his video didn't make me mad. But when I started reading comments, that's where I got fired up. Let me get caught up with you guys. Let's see. Rob Denise says, I say just put the sign down in the seat. When people walk up to look at the car, they will see the sign. Hey, you jumping the gun on me, Dry Creek. But that's all right. I don't care. I'm just Run my mouth. Because see, great mind thinks alike. Because if y'all go to that video and y'all read my comment, that's the key word, for sale. So if they're only going to go after the ones that has the for sale signs in it, then most of them people, or I'd probably say all of them people that are in the rod run or that go and do that, has enough common sense to say, well, hell, we'll just not put a sign in the window, and as people walk by, they'll say, oh, by the way, that thing's for sale. They'll just tell them word of mouth. Or, like Robin and Niece just said, which is a great idea also. I didn't think of that. Put the sign down in the seat where it can't be seen. That's serious there. That's first responder. And that's one of our new tax-paying vehicles. So anyhow, so I mean, while we're on this topic then, I make that comment as far as the key word is the for sale. So, you know, if that's what's going to get them towed or banned or whatever, then just don't put a for sale sign in it. Because here's the thing, and that's where the comments come into play, because I was reading comments, and I'm not going to name the names, but anyhow, they were sitting there commenting stuff that they didn't have a dang clue of what in the heck they were talking about. And yes, I could have cussed right then, but I didn't. I held back. But they have no clue on what they're talking about, because all them spots that's next to the road is not owned by any of the businesses or the stores or anything. That's all city owned, state owned, whichever way you want to call it. It's all public property as far as the spots that's next to the road. Now, once you get to the spots in front of the stores, then yeah, then you fall under a different jurisdiction, if that's the word you want to use, or a different law or whatever, you know, private property. But as far as the parking spots up next to the road, that's all public parking. That's all, you know, there's no reason, unless if there's signs, there's no reason that you can be able to be towed. None whatsoever. They'd have to have a towaway zone sign for you to even be able to get towed in the spots that's, look, goes a car with no headlights or nothing on. Never fails. I usually have one on my live every time. And then, well, no, that one had headlights on. But anyhow, so, you know, and that's what I told them. That's what I told them. I said, you need to do your research before you start running off at the mouth. And then I forgot what the other one was, though. Oh, yeah. They had made a comment that they wanted all these tow companies to come in there and tow them all off. And I told them, I said, well, you know, so you want the tow companies to get rich versus these poor old people that look forward to this twice a year, and it's only 3 days and a week at the most as far as the cars being there. You know, a week at the most as far as when it's just plumb packed full of cars. And take away their fun and enjoyment that they look forward to. You know, of sitting around the car, showing it off, whether they're showing it or selling it or whatever. I mean, that's what people enjoy. And, you know, and like I said, this is just my opinion. These are my thoughts. I'm sure there's going to be people that don't agree with me, and that's fine and dandy. I mean, that's how the world goes around. Not everybody has to agree with everything. But a lot of this stuff, though, you have to agree as far as when it comes to common sense. I mean, you sit there and make a comment, I don't want to go up there and it ruined my vacation. Well, dumbass, why would you plan a vacation during rod run if you know it's going to be rod run? Why would you plan a vacation during rod run and, you know, gripe about, you know, and then gripe about it? If you know it's going to happen and it bothers you and you're going to complain about it, then don't go during rod run. That's easy. That's easy. I mean, it's not, you don't have to, you know, you don't have to have much of a brain. But I guess if you're the scarecrow, then yeah, that's how you're going to think. That's how you're going to think if you're the scarecrow. So I said my piece on it. That's just how I think about it. Everybody goes up there and tries to have a good time and tries to have fun. Now, granted, I will agree also. We do need to get rid of some of the riffraff that's happening up there as far as these stupid ass teenagers pissing on people and doing dumb, stupid stuff like that. I agree 100% that that mess shouldn't be happening. But as far as the burnouts and all the other stuff that's happening, that's all innocent fun. That's all it is. It's innocent fun. It ain't hurting a thing. As long as it just ain't getting plumb out of control. But that other stuff, yeah, I will agree. It needs to be handled and taken care of. Because I don't want to see nobody peeing on people or any shootings happening or drug dealing going on. You know, keep that stuff at home or somewhere else. New York, Los Angeles. Yeah, Lordy. So I can't wait to read all y'all's comments, and that's gonna take me a while. So I need to just hush up about it and see what all y'all are saying. But like I said though, I mean that's my opinion, that's my thoughts. All y'all know how I feel about it now. You know, if they do away with it, they do away with it. Yeah, I'll be sad, but then also. I don't know how many more years I'm going to be able to go the rod run anyway. So, you know, it's, 50-50 for me, I guess. You know, if they're having it, I'm going to do my dangest to be at it. But if they do away with it, then so be it. But it'll be a shame, though, if they was to win the battle and do away with it. Because there's a lot more people that go and enjoy it versus the ones that's going to gripe about it. All right, let me see what all y'all's opinions on it. Let's see. Well, this phone must have held the chat, because I've already read all that. Hang on, I'm getting caught up to you guys. I haven't forgot about you. Lord have mercy, my phone must have held the chat for me and I didn't catch it. All right, yeah, there's Amanda says calling the ambulance, eat for Mr. Harvest. And then James, that's where he said National Lampoon's Vacation. And then I read Fred's there. Okay, and I read that. Amanda says, if they're looking for me, I'm in a different side of the country. Amanda. James says, was that the, okay, I read, that's where it all started, right there. Missy said, and then Missy's talking about the grapefruit juice. And let's see. And then Leslie says, that's just a strange law. And I don't even know if it's a law, though, Leslie. And then, let's see. And then there's where Dry Creek had the good idea, too, where they just put the sign down in the seat. If it's for sale, just put it down in the seat where it can't be seen. And then you're not displaying it, and they can't say that you're displaying it because you actually got to physically walk up the car to even see it. Amanda says, everyone says, speaking of thick shape when addressing Amanda, please. And Virginia saying, hey to John. Leslie says, lemonade helps kidney stones. My urologist said lemonade dissolves the calcium that most kidney stones are made of. Right. Well, I got told the grapefruit juice, the cranberry juice, that had something to do with the acid in it that broke the kidney stone down. Is what I got told, Leslie. But you're right too. I know what you're. I didn't know that the lemonade though done it. David says, "Yep, I see Rob on the roof now." And PB Pam says, "Exactly, Dry Creek." And Natalie says, "So why is it an issue now to park and sell? How long has the rod run been going on?" For a long time, Natalie. Fred saying, "Hey to John." John says 15 days until full retirement. I saw that on Facebook, John, where you put in your notice today. James says, I just put a sign on your card that says sale for. SALEFOR. And then Natalie's congratulating John. Dry Creek says, and it technically was never supposed to happen, but come on, it's 2 weekends a year. Right, I said the same thing too, Rob Denise, on the comment. I said it only happens twice a year. I mean, whoop-de-doo. Hell, you go up there during Jeep invasion, the traffic's worse. I mean, there was this past year. It's just as bad, if not worse, than Rod Run. And y'all can believe that or not, but I was there. I was in the midst of it. It was crazy, but it's fun. PB Pam says, oh no, the video was fine, but yes, the comments where everyone was right. And Leslie says, wow, John, you can go to Buc-ee's even more often now. And Missy says, yep, Rob and Denise. And Dry Creek says, buy this car. Yeah. PB Pam saying, yay to John. Oh, here we go, a horn blowing again. And I don't know where it's coming from. Amanda says, go back to Pigeon Forge on St. Patrick's Day. I will probably be in Pigeon Forge St. Patrick's Day. Virginia says, uh-oh. And Leslie says, every live stream we see something shiny that your tax dollars have paid for. New ambulance, Santa Claus. Yeah, I know. I know it, Leslie, but they can't get the damn leaves up for some reason. James says, you know this country screwed up when in some states you can have a certain amount of weed for now in Pigeon Forge, and you're going to have to whisper to people, hey man, you looking for a car to buy? Yeah, you can yell out, hey, anybody want any smoke? But I got to be real quiet if I want to sell a car. Yeah, I mean, ain't that crazy, James? Jeez. Dry Creek says, I did see some comments by Dried Well, you know. I was waiting to see if he was going to say anything, Denise. Yeah, Leslie's laughing. Here we go. Missy says, I was able to comment, but only to certain comments. It wouldn't let me comment to you know who. She pissed me off. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I'll just say that. Then that way it can't come back and haunt me, because I said fee, fi, fo, fum. I'm talking about the Jack and the Beanstalk. Dry Creeks got their hands in the air saying, yeah, don't know, Leslie. And Tana's laughing at Denise. James says, I hear the siren, Jeff, man. You're about to see a car get busted for being for sale there in your town. Tana's laughing at Missy. Missy's pissed off. Dry Creek's saying, an angel to Tana. I think that's what that's meaning. And Tana says, I saw the comments. And Missy says, T.I. was Tana was fired up, girl. And then Tana's laughing at Denise. But Missy was telling Tana that she's fired up. And Dry Creek says, she has no common sense. Yeah, undoubtedly. Undoubtedly, you're right, Denise. Leslie says, common sense is rare these days. I agree with that. Dry Creek says exactly. And Thomas says exactly, Jeff. And Amanda says, Rod Run is a booty festival. Fred says, Ray Bolger, Scarecrow. I knew Fred would catch on to the Scarecrow comment. David says, just makes a good preacher, doesn't he? And David says, Jeff. And then Tana says, I agree with you, Jeff. And then PB Pam says, yeah, pretty stupid for people planning a trip to the Smokies during those times. And James says, they'll never pass it, though. I mean, 6,000 residents and 11 million visitors a year. If people stop coming to Pigeon Forge, think 90% of the business will go away. Yeah, well, I heard, on Eric's video, I think it draws 25,000 people for that weekend. Is that right, Rob Denise? Did I hear that right? I mean, that's a bunch of people. Amanda says Jeff is running for mayor of Pigeon Forge. No, I'm not running for nothing at Pigeon Forge, Amanda. John says, what? Thursday night rant, or let's see, Thursday night rant with Jeff and Tootsie. Jeff 2024. Then Pam says, Jeff, I think you need a Snickers. Jeff and Joshy 2024. John Esper saying. And Dry Creek saying, And then Amanda says, free moonshine and NyQuil. And James says, I went online and checked the numbers to verify it, roughly 1,000 service calls, but only 47 people arrested. And Missy says, I would love for Eric to come in for this conversation. And Dry Creek says, Rob Denise says, it's a law, but it's not like it's every day. It's 2 weekends a year. Okay. And Leslie says, Eric said it was a law in the state of Tennessee on his vlogs. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, well, I mean, and when I say law, you know, it's where, see, what's crazy about it, and I don't want to get into in depth because I'm not speaking on something that I know 100%, but for some reason, they've brought in the Department of Tennessee to force the city of Pigeon Forge to enforce it, I guess. See, Pigeon Forge was supposed to be overseeing it all, and now somebody that's known somebody, and this is what I told my buddy today, I said somebody knows somebody high enough up to where they've got the state of Tennessee, Department of Tennessee, involved in this. So that's what's got it all cranked up. I could be wrong on that, but that's my thoughts. Leslie says, yes, Dry Creek, it's so ridiculous. And Dry Creek says, it is, Leslie. And Missy says, John Esper, awesome. And Dry Creek says, yes. And Nellie says, maybe they should be concerned about the border. Right. And Amanda says, I would throw sunflower. My phone's buffering. Are y'all buffering? I'll watch on my phone. Are we buffering? It's buffering on my phone for some reason. Amanda says, I would throw sunflower seeds on the slab if I was there. And Leslie says, Denise seems she dried up in the brain too, not just the twat. Denise says, that's for sure, Leslie. And then Larry goes, Leslie! The Fred says, laughing at Missy. Missy's laughing at Fred. And Dry Creek says, at least. And then they says, you know it has to be more than that. And then there's Frog King Tom. Hey, Frog King Tom. Saying hey to Jeff and Tootsie. Hey, thanks for coming in, Tom. John says, all the hotels make a killing during Rod Run. That's true. Dry Creek saying hey to Tom. Tom saying hey to Dry Creek. So everybody's saying hey to Tom right now. Natalie says, you mean they brought in the government? And Dry Creek says, supply and demand. And Natalie says, no. Later says, no buffering here. Okay, and I'm caught up. It's just buffering on my phone here, but the chat's still working. But my picture's buffering on this other phone. Amanda says, my phone buffered all afternoon, but it's good tonight. Well, that's good, Amanda. I mean, I'm glad. I mean, I didn't think I was buffering because I'm supposed to have a good signal right here. It's just, you know, I've got this phone linked to my phone, so it's I guess the signal between it and it. Everybody's saying hey to Tom. Dry Creek saying yes it is to Tom. And Tom says, thanks Josh, I appreciate that. Now I didn't see Josh. What'd Josh say? I didn't see Josh's comment. So how am I not seeing? Let me go on my original phone here. Okay. Josh says, hey to Frog King, your new video is great. Okay. Why didn't they show up on right there? It just showed up. And then Tom says, okay. And then JT Josh says, I didn't comment. James says, can you picture Jeff as mayor of Pigeon Forge? Be on the curb right there yelling, people, light them tires up, light them tires up. And Amanda says, I'm charging my phone all night while Ariana sings. Ariana. She's talking about Ariana Grande. David says, if your phone buffers anymore, you might want to climb that sign in front of you and get on top of it. Good reception there a bit. Yeah. And then Tom says, that's Robin Denise. Or thanks, Robin Denise is what he's meaning. But yeah, that's, you know, and like I said, I was planning on going live tonight just to make it up to you guys, you know, from Tuesday night, because I had to cut it short. And, you know, and then of course, you know, last night, I was on Fred and Connie's, and it was brought to my attention about Rod Run. And I was like, well, I hadn't watched the video yet, but I will. And I did. After Fred's live there, and after I watched Gutfeld, then I got on YouTube and I watched Eric's video there. And like I said, he done a heck of a job with the video. But I got to reading the darn comments after the fact, because I watched his video and then I made my comment. And of course, you guys that have seen it, y'all know what I commented. I said the key word is for sale. So the way I'm understanding it, that they're not going to mess with nobody else unless if you've got a for sale sign. So, you know, use your common sense, use your brain there. Just don't put a for sale sign, you know, don't display it, and then nobody'd ever know. Except for the ones that's looking to buy, and then you go say, hey, well, this one's for sale. I just can't, you know, show it with a sign that's for sale. That's how you get away with it. That's what you call them read between the lines type deal, or that's really not what I was wanting to say. How you get the loophole. That's the loophole. You find the loopholes. All right, let me stay caught up with you guys. Josh says it has gotten so political up there. Well, I hope not, Josh. I don't think it's got to that point yet. It might be getting that way, but I don't think it's got to that point yet. Dry Creek says because of people like that dried up. Oh, whatever. Denise. Oh, golly. Virginia says Larry Hubby had a piece of the cake and loved it. I don't like honey buns. Well, Virginia, you might not like honey buns, but I'm pretty sure you love your honey bun. Missy saying saying sup to Tom. I'm glad you were there for my hubby. American Meat Man the other night. He went live late, had a bunch of trolls and no mods. Really? Okay, I missed that. I missed out on that. Tana's got a great big old smile to Denise. And Amanda says it's too cold for crickets. And James says, well, technically my sign would have said FO. Or okay, wait a minute. For purchase. There for a minute, James, I thought you was meaning something else. And then Amanda says crickets. And then Tom says, yeah, Missy, those late night lives bring out the crazies. And Amanda says crickets bite. And Leslie says, Denise, I'm laughing. Ed says, right, Jeff, you don't break the law, you just bend it. And then Amanda says, they'll bite you, people don't know it, but it happens. And Missy says, Denise, what you talking about? And they're laughing at Missy. And Leslie says, I used to heat honey buns in the microwave for like 15 seconds and eat them with milk. I don't even like milk, but it was so good. And Tana's laughing at Missy. Missy's laughing back, or thinking. And Larry says, Virginia, I would cut someone for a honey bun. And Virginia says, trolls have been on the prowl this week. And James says, I know you, Jeff, you'd have a bunch of signs made giving them out that would say FJB. And Nellie says, sign should say, looky here. And Denise says, the secret about the Rod Run is there isn't one car up there that isn't for sale, whether it has a sign or not. Rob, hey, Rob, I agree with that, buddy. I'm right there with you. And then Leslie's laughing with Missy, and Missy's giving her the wink back. And I'm caught up. And then Amanda says, it's too much sugar and it certainly wouldn't help me tonight. And it certainly wouldn't help me tonight. And Missy says, truth, Rob. Yeah, that's the darn truth, Rob. I didn't even think about that. All right, I got a drink. But hey, I don't mind reading the chat. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what makes it fun too. Because a lot of y'all, I can hear y'all saying what y'all are typing. I mean, I can hear it. James says, I would say that's true. Every car is probably for sale up in Pigeon Forge. Some of us will walk back with the right after. Or some of us will be walking back with the right after. Right. I got to roll this window up a little bit. It's getting a little chilly. Poor Tootsie's laid out. She's had a hard day. We've been up since 7 o'clock. So we've had a long day today. Amanda says, bladder infections hurt like hell. It's like knives poking your stomach. Amanda, I've been told. And like I said, you know, prayers for you that it gets better. Because I've heard that it's real painful. Missy says, were you drinking, Jeff, hot chocolate or milk, Coke? I am. Hold on, I'll show you. I stopped at the store and got me a Coca-Cola. With the lottery tickets that I had from Christmas that I hadn't turned in yet. It was only $12. So I finally got them turned in before they expire and got my money and bought that drink. I see Leslie says, when you read my comments, do you hear them in my voice? That's an interesting Pretty much, Leslie. I can hear, I mean, I know what Denise sounds like. I know what Rob sounds like. I know what you sound like. I know what Larry sounds like. Fred and Connie, Dennis and Teresa, all y'all that I've met. I mean, I can hear where I've been around y'all enough. I could hear y'all saying these things. I mean, I really can. I don't know if that's weird or not, but I really can. Virginia says, Leslie, I like the cream puff cake. And Natalie says, better than poking the twat, Amanda. That's true. Leslie says, well, that sounds amazing, Virginia. And Missy says to James, exactly, everything is for sale for the right price. And James says, you're right, Missy. It could be standing there for the rod running, some drunk come up and say, I'll give you $500 for your boots. And I'll go, well, hold on, let me take them off. Yeah. And Dry Creek says, I sound sweet and angelic. Hey, that's right, Denise. That's right. With a little bit of twist to it though, Denise. Sweet and angelic, but with a little bit of a twist. How's that sound? And Missy goes 100%. Amanda says, it's a good thing I retired from previous job. Well, that wouldn't be the poll, would it, Amanda? Was that the poll? And I'm just picking. Don't get mad at me. Dry Creek's laughing. Hey, Lordy. So right quick too, because there's something else that I wanted to say right quick. And I'm not getting into politics. But I wanted to say this right quick. I know how we all hate Joe Biden in here. I don't know if everybody in here hates him or not, but I know the majority of us do. And all I wanted to say was right quick though, as far as me, myself or whatever, I'm getting to the point where I can't make fun of the man no more because it's getting sad. I mean, it's getting sad. But the latest stuff that I've been seeing, bless his heart, and I'm being serious. It's not funny no more. It really ain't. I mean, he's in some kind of bad way, shape or something. And I feel for him. I really do. So I'm just gonna you know, I hope it's nothing serious. I hope everything works out as far as for the country. Other than that, I feel bad for Joe Biden because it's no fun and games joke about to me anymore. I mean, he's, you know, because I wouldn't want to be that way. And that's the only reason I'm saying this. I wouldn't want to be that way. Because he's definitely not doing it on purpose. So, But anyhow, I just want to throw that out right quick. Let's see. Let me get back here. Well, let me get on my other phone instead of scrolling on that one. As Amanda says, yes, Jeff. Dry Creek says, hasn't worked so far, Leslie. Wait a minute. What did Leslie say? Leslie says, maybe if we ignore it, it will go away. Dry Creek says, hasn't worked so far, Leslie. And then Amanda says, yes, Jeff, when I said something about the poll. Leslie says, well, that's true, Dry Creek. And then Missy says, Biden talks to ghosts. Missy says, it is bad. And Dry Creek says, it is sad, really. It is. It is. And Fred says, he sees dead people, Missy. And Natalie says, nothing but the devil's work, Jeff. And Tom says, it's like no one around him cares about him at all. And David says, I think it's senior citizens abuse. And Dry Creek says, yes, Tom. And James says, come on, Jeff, you're going to do a little ride around town in your car. And Leslie says, they're using him for greater evil, Jeff. He's got something bad going on for sure. Missy says, elder abuse, and they're putting him through it. He doesn't even know. And Dry Creek says, his wife needs her head examined for not getting him out of there. Yeah, right. You're right. Missy says, right, Denise and Rob. Yeah. Yeah, first class dementia. Yeah, and that's what I say. I wouldn't want to live that way. I wouldn't, if I had stuff like that going on, I wouldn't, I was watching a show there last night that they said that they is going to start laying off all of them, and because it wasn't fun no more. It wasn't, they didn't want to joke about it no more because it's, that last, I guess, where he is addressing somebody. I mean, the poor man couldn't even hardly talk. He had to have help and everything. And that's sad. Anyhow, but I'm getting off that. I just wanted to let y'all guys know what I was thinking. Josh says, it's very sad he's just a puppet. And Fred says, hey to AR. Missy says, puppet, key word. And Ed says, thank you, Jeff, for speaking up and being so compassionate. And hey, Janet says, hey, I'm late to the party. Who are we talking about? No one in particular, Janet. I appreciate you coming in. And remember, you're never the L word. The L word's a bad word in here. You can say any other bad word, just not the L word. Everybody knows they can come and go as they please in my show. So nobody's ever the L word. And you're welcome also, Ed. And then Amanda says Biden was in the Senate for 40 years, then became VP and got snubbed in 2016. And I, I can agree with that, I guess, to a certain extent. I mean, the man has been there for a long, long time. I mean, he's got to know something. He's got to know how to do something. But as far as right now, though, he's, bless his heart. And then AR saying, hey to Fred and Connie. David says, yes, Jeff, the L word is a bad word. My girlfriend uses it once, and I didn't like that. David. Janet says, okay, I'll rewind and see what I missed. Hey, Janet, I'll tell you right quick, and I don't mind you rewinding. We mainly went on a rod run rant, was really the main topic. You came in right when I was just kind of just saying that the way our president is right now, it's so sad that everybody's, well, I'm not saying everybody, but it's gotten to a point though where it's just not fun to joke about it anymore. And I'm that way now also, because it's just because I don't want to be in that shape. I wouldn't want to be made fun of if I was that way and couldn't help it. Leslie says, oops, we're not talking about politics. Right. Natalie says he can eat ice cream. Dry Creek's thinking. Leslie says Biden has been in the government for that long and ain't never done anything right. I agree with that too, Leslie. Missy says, Natalie, I can too. Like a mofo, I worked at Baskin Robbins for 11 years. But yeah, no, as far as the rod run conversation, I enjoyed that. Because I thought from what all y'all said, and I hadn't got anybody in here that's saying otherwise. You know, to me, it seems like all y'all think the same way that I do. And like I say, and you know, my comments are on Eric's videos. Y'all, I mean, as far as my personal comment, but if y'all look around and do enough research, you'll see some other comments that I made. There's nothing bad. It's all common sense comments. But I pretty much said everything that I've got on his video. I mean, I got nothing to hide. Because I got a dadgum brain on my shoulders to a certain extent. I'm not the smartest thing in the world. But good Lord, you know, you just got to use your brain sometimes. Janet says, oh yeah, it's sad. And Natalie's laughing. Tana's laughing at Missy. Josh says, I still can't understand how he got there in the first place. Hateful Dead, you're new to me. Yo, you're new to me. Hey, thanks for coming in. Missy says, I wish Eric would hop in. And John says, I just watched that 9-minute video of it. It has 120 comments. And Missy says, I deleted one of mine because my phone was blowing up today from responses. Really? Really? Well, I won't ask you to type whatever it was in here, Missy. But I can probably guess some of it. Yeah, because like I said, all y'all in here are pretty much thinking the same way as me when it comes to that. As far as everything that I said and mentioned. And if not, that's okay too though, because I said that also. If you don't agree with me, that's fine too. It doesn't bother me a bit. But that's what makes the world go round. I mean, we can all be friends and don't have to agree on everything. And that's because we all in here have got enough common sense to know that we can agree not to agree on every single little thing. It'd just be nice if everybody else could be the same, do the same thing. Amanda says somebody there must have an infection. Yeah, because the ambulance or whatever it was just went back by. I wasn't really paying attention. Natalie's laughing at Amanda. Hateful Dad says, yeah, I don't get on YouTube often. You were recommended to me. I used to follow a few Smoky Mountain channels. Hey, well, I appreciate you coming in, and thank you to whoever recommended me to you. And you don't have to tell, but tell them I said thank you. I appreciate it. John says, last I heard, opinions are like rear ends. Everyone has one. hey, and we all bleed the same color. We all bleed the same color. Missy says, but I couldn't comment on Fee Fi Fo Fums. I don't know why. I even went and updated YouTube. Amanda's laughing. And Dry Creek says, she's blocked you then, Missy. Yeah, I probably got blocked too. I probably got blocked too. Amanda says, I never heard of death unless it gets in bloodstreams. And Hateful Dad says, it was a YouTube recommendation on for your page. Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you, YouTube. You didn't have to do that, YouTube, but thank you. Because I don't promote my channel. Leslie says, me and Larry are both blocked by her. Ain't that sad? I mean, hey, Lordy. You know, I can see getting blocked, but for you to block somebody, it has to be pretty serious. Other than that, if they're just picking or even saying stuff that you don't agree with, as long as it's not like threatening or something of that nature, then why the hell why block? Why block? I mean, you know, I can't say that I hadn't, because I had, but then again, I don't guess I really have, because I've even unblocked the latest one that we had. Now, a troll though is a troll, and that's either like some kid or some computer generated thing. That's different. I'm talking about if you know it's a real person. I'm talking about real people, not robots. Let's see. Wait a minute. Josh says he's blocked from her too. Hey, Diamondback. Hey, he says back on board. And Missy says, welcome, Hateful Dad. Hope we aren't scaring you off. We are cool peeps in here. Cool people. Oh, yeah. And then Leslie says, we never even spoke a word to the stupid lady. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, Leslie. You know, because I even, you know, and like I said, I don't know if I'm blocked or not, but in my comment, though, I said, and no need to respond because I have said what I wanted to say, so you don't have to reply to this. I wasn't going to tell that part, but anyhow, y'all have already figured out who I'm talking about. That's the way, what Natalie's laughing at the, hold on a minute, it jumped. Dry Creek says that's what people do that have dried up. Virginia saying hey to Diamondback. Tana says here's the link to the video, Eric. Yeah, so Tana's put up the link to Eric's video there. And Josh says that's right, Denise. And Natalie's laughing at Denise. Dry Creek's laughing at Josh. Amanda says too much beer messes up the kidneys. Actually, beer's supposed to flush out the kidneys, from what I've been told. Beer messes up the liver, if I'm not mistaken. Dry Creek's laughing at Natalie. Leslie says, I was told that I was blocked by several people because of who I hang out with. It's not even because of how hateful I am. I know, bless our hearts, Leslie. Diamondback saying hey to Virginia, still praying for your family. Tana saying hey to Diamondback. And Dry Creek says, probably because of us, Leslie. And Missy says, she doesn't even know me. I was in Hussey's mess with Tana before her heiferness ever came along. Missy. Oh my God. Diamondback saying hey to Tana. Pam Heights saying thanks, Tana. Hateful Dad says, no, Missy, you all seem like a close-knit group. Lots of moderators. Well, that's you know, me, Hateful Dad. You know, when I have people that just come in every single time and I get to know them, then pretty much I give a blue wrench, and it's so that way I know who all's coming in, and it helps me remember, hey, I know this person, or I've met this person in real life. So that's really how the blue wrench thing works as far as in this show, Hateful Dad. And then they says, hey, Dry Creek, do you have a store or sell online? And Missy says, I apologize. I need to breathe and count to 10. No, you don't, Missy. No, you don't. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, Missy. You're on the right kind of show right now. Robin D says, oh, she will respond, then go back in the middle of the night and remove her comment. Right, Tom? Oh, Lord. And Tana says, you're welcome, Pam Hyatt. And right, Missy. And Tom says, oh, yeah, Rob Denise, all the time. And there's my buddy, Dennis Jackson. Okay, just got home. Hello, everybody. Fred saying, hey to Dennis. PB saying, oh, wow, I missed out. Had a phone call. Rob Denise says, we have areas in shops in Pigeon Forge, but primarily online. Thanks for asking, Hateful Dad. Yeah, it's Dry Creek Beard Care. Matter of fact, you can, while you're on here, Hateful Hateful Dad, you can click on their name, the little 3 dots out from their name. You can click on it and go to their channel and subscribe and hit the bell and the all. And then they've got their online link on their YouTube channel. So you can be able to get to everything through their channel right here. Let's see, hold on, that jumped on me because I'm reading off my main phone now. All right, everybody's saying hey to Dennis Jackson, and he's saying hey back. Amanda says ALM, the bladder infection tonight is beginning to give a scent outside. Oh my God, Amanda, TMI. Leslie says, I believe I was told some of my blocks were because of me hanging around Joshy and Jeff Vacation Station in Dry Creek. This person said that's why Hussey had blocked me. Well, that's a hell of a note, Leslie. I hadn't heard that. Hateful Dad says, oh, cool, I'll have to check it out. And Dennis is saying, hey, Leslie says, I got my own self-block from Yitz. Amanda says, I'll keep crickets out of the house. And then Dry Creek's thanking Hateful Dad, and Hateful Dad says, I'm growing out my stubble. Talking about his beard. Then it says, hey, Rob and Denise. And Dry Creek says, been there, done that, Hateful Dad. And Fred says, for a minute there, Leslie, I thought you meant Yankee in the desert. Hateful Dad says, well, I'll hang out with you all if y'all don't mind y'all seeing. If y'all don't mind, y'all seem like fun people. We try to be as fun as all get out. I mean, we try to be fun every time I go live. And Hateful Dad, I usually just go live on Tuesday nights. But this past Tuesday night, I had what we call a fiasco, and my plans got changed, and then I had a brain fart of like not having my phone charged up for that night. So I was only on for, I think, just shy of an hour. And I normally stay on for like 2 hours. And here, let me get my other phone because it's, I can keep up the chat quicker. All right, and then Tana put up Dry Creek's link there, their online channel there for you, Hateful Dad. And then Diamondback's laughing at Fred, and Dry Creek says, what, the Hussey doesn't like us? And Leslie says, no woman I know would ever say anything like that. That's disgusting. I know it, Leslie. That's why I said TMI. Fred says, this keyboard gives me fits. Yeah, me and Leslie was talking about that, where we can't type half the time. Our keyboards, you know, put letters where they don't need to be, and we have to go in there and fix our text and stuff. Tana says, that's gross, Amanda. And David says, if you blocked by the Hussey, that's something really to be proud of. Yes. And then Hateful Dad says, Yitz is Yankee in the South. Yeah, that's who that is, Hateful Dad. And Leslie says, thumbs up. And then Missy says to Rob and Denise, I reckon we pissed the husband off somehow. And Dry Creek says, I'm sure am, David. Talking to David C. Perkins. Amanda says, I'll have to take another antibiotic at 11. And Tom says, Hussey doesn't like us. When did this happen? And Josh JT says, I'm right there with you, being blocked for all them. And Missy says, nice, Tana. And then Rob Denise says, I guess Missy, I mean, it can't be me waiting for him one night and going off on him, I wouldn't think. Talking to Missy. And Dry Creek's laughing at Tom and says, and then is thanking Tana. And then Larry says, Amanda, no one wants to hear about your infection. Please stop. About your vagina infection. And then Josh says, we need to make t-shirts proud to be blocked by the Hussey. And then Tana says, no problem, Rob Denise. And Missy says, blocked by the Huss and Proud. And Rob Denise says, Rob's curled up in a fetal position screaming, why? Doesn't he like us? I'm going to have to sedate him. And then April Dad says, I used to follow this. I tried to say hi to him when I saw him and his wife in Pigeon Forge, and he was very rude to me. And I think Hateful Dad's talking about the Yitz. And Josh says, laughing at Denise, and Dry Creek's laughing at Larry. Tana's laughing at Rob Denise, and Rob Denise is laughing at Josh, JT. And I'm caught up. And it's almost 9:30, but it's been fun. Dang, boy, the time has flew by. The time's flew by. I would stay on longer, but I got to get up again in the morning. I gotta get up. I mean, I hate to have to cut this fun short and stuff, but it has been fun tonight. Let me flip the camera around. Yeah, he's talking about he meant Yitz. I figured, because you said hubby and wife, and I knew the other one didn't have a wife. Then, of course, I don't have a wife either. Unless if you count this one right here beside me, which you haven't got to meet yet, as my wife. She is the boss. She's actually the star of the show. Come here. Come on. Come on. I know I'll fuck you up. Come on. Get up here. Leslie says, Dave says, always a good time in here. And then Leslie says, hateful dad, he's hateful and awkward to everyone. It's not just you. Count it as a blessing that you found out who he is and you're not following along like all the other ignorant people. And Natalie says, good night, folks. Be safe. Yeah, good night, Natalie. Thanks for coming in. I'm getting ready to hop off, too. Dry Creek says, I thought he meant us, but he was rude. He said he was rude to him and not her, so I knew it wasn't us. And PB Pam says, it indeed has been fun. Everyone have a great weekend. Go Niners. Yeah, I know it. I guess I'll watch the Super Bowl, at least some of it. But right quick before y'all hop off here, now remember, Tuesday night, I won't be live this Tuesday. I've got plans. I've got a basketball game that I got to go to that I got told about months ago. So I won't be live this coming Tuesday night. I know Fred's not going to be live Wednesday night, and I would go live Wednesday night. I know that's Valentine's Day, and on that note, the only reason I'm not going to go live is because Valentine's Day is not a good day for me. And a lot of y'all know why. And for the ones that don't know, it's because that's the day that my granny passed away, and it'll be 2 years next Wednesday. So I'm trying not to have that on my mind too much. But you know, if it wasn't for that, I would probably have went live on Wednesday since Fred. But I might go live again next Thursday though. But other than that though, just letting you guys know though that there won't be a live show though this coming Tuesday night because I've got other stuff that I have to do. But other than that though, I mean, I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in tonight. I've definitely had fun tonight. Definitely had fun tonight. All right, come on, phone fix. I'm just making sure I hadn't missed anything. What kind of bowl is it? I don't know what you're asking, Amanda. She dropped her. Missy says, Precious Tootsie, she dropped her crown. I've missed cutting up with y'all. No, you're welcome, Tana. Yeah, it's definitely been fun. Hey, thank you, Missy. Yeah. Yeah. Go see your counselor, David. I might go live again next Thursday, though, a week from tonight, since I'm missing Tuesday. But I'll just have to wait and see. But hey, thanks for coming in tonight. You never know. I might go live again between now and next week. You never know with me. I mean, if something comes up, you know, and I decide I want to go live, I just, hey, I'm live. Other than that, though, I'll just, like I say, I'll try to plan next Thursday. If not, then the next Tuesday for sure. But me and Tootsie love all y'all. We enjoyed it. Had a great time tonight. And we will, here, get down here where they can see you. And we will see y'all on the next go round. Love every one of y'all. Good night, everybody. Oh, you're fine, Jimbo. You're fine. You'll have the rerun. That's why I was leaving it on for a second. I was letting everybody tell everybody good night right quick. Yeah, I'll be on in a little while, Fred.